Well, g'day everybody. It is finally going to be released at the end of this month. This is Manor Lords. We've all been waiting for it. I'm pretty excited to be playing a press copy of Manor Lords. This may change actually to the actual early release update, early release version, or the early access version that is coming on the 26th of this month. So at the end of this month, which is absolutely fantastic. And we're lucky enough to be able to do a little preview of it. What I'm planning on doing, I'm just having a wander through my little village, and what I plan to do is we're going to have a first look at this, and then after I've had a first look at it and release that, I am going to start a full series on it. So it's going to be a long-standing series. So what you see here is a good preview of what the game is at the moment, and then we'll actually start from scratch for a full series. But I really wanted to get a first look out of it. This is our little village here. As you can see, you can walk around as the Lord of the Manor now. Just remembering that things will change as early access goes on. This is very early, so there's things that aren't implemented and stuff in the game. Thank you to the devs for sending me a key. This is actually like where all the homeless people live, or the people who don't actually have burgage plots to live in. We've got storage house right here. We've got a timber yard and stuff like that up there, but what we're going to do is I've got a couple of things that I want to do, and you can see my little village here. I've sort of started off here. You do have overlays that show you where water is running under the ground. We've got a well being constructed here, which we actually need to unpause. A little marketplace here. These marketplaces houses need to be within sort of within the area of food stalls and stuff like that. So that's actually pretty important to monitor and keep your eye on that. One of the things that really excites me about Manor Lords is the fact that, as you can see in here in this burgage plot, I've got these people growing vegetables, and basically what will happen is we'll take those vegetables, and those vegetables will be sold in the marketplace to all of the people, and help to keep our food stocks and our supply up, which is fantastic. So we've got a forager hut here, and the forager, I've only got one family working in here at the moment, and they've got a stall as well. So they've actually gone over and they've built this stall in the marketplace area that I've set up. I've just set up a hunting hut and stuff, and we've actually just gone up to level 1 on our village, and I didn't want to do this. So as you level up your village, you can obviously pick certain traits. So you get 1 point to spend in the tree here. Basic armor making, charcoal burning, beekeeping, forest management, which doubles the capacity of all berry deposits, trapping, which actually gives you a passive income of meat, and orchardry, which is something to look at in the future, I think. Purely because it takes a while for them to fully grow, which takes around 3 years for them to fully grow and produce yield. Sheep breeding, so that you can get wool and stuff like that, and a heavy plow, which actually assists in your farming and stuff. The first thing that I'm going to unlock, though, at this early stage is trapping, which is going to give us a bit of a passive income of meat. Up here it says we've got exposed goods that need to be moved to the storehouse, which are all these supplies here. We really do need to move those to the storehouse, so hopefully that will happen. Now what you do is you assign families to work in different areas. So you can see here I've got no families at all doing firewood at the moment. I do feel like I've got a relatively good supply of firewood this early on, but that is going to change. So moving towards winter, which is going to be harsh, I will bring a family into there, because at the moment we're really stumped on families. Like, we're really skimped on families and stuff like that. In here I've got 2 families actually assigned to the logging camp, because timber is a good thing because you need it to build everything. I am going to reduce that now because we do have 26 timber sitting in there. I would suggest that building the logging camp as one of the very first buildings that you build. These are our housing plots. As I said, the housing plots need access to keep all of the families happy and stuff. The housing plots need access to marketplaces. So I think probably scattering little marketplaces around, because as you can see, these guys have double access to food store supply, and these guys only have single access because of the distance they are from the market. I don't know whether roads actually assist in that or not. So, for example, whether I built a road through here or not, but I kind of don't. I'm not sure whether that's the case now. As I said, one of the things that I love is you can make these burgage plots quite large, and you can assign people. So I've got people. This family are growing carrots, which are going to supply the community. These guys are doing chickens, which is going to supply the community with eggs. And you can see we're already getting some eggs. We're not getting vegetables as yet, but we will have meat coming in as well. This plot here can actually have 2 families in it because I did upgrade it. They're going to need water access, which everybody's going to get water access because we've got a well there now. So that should actually, there we go. Everybody's got water access now. It's not showing up on there, but they do. We've currently got 5 families that are homeless. So what we need to do now is we need to probably throw in some more houses and some more little house plots. And what I plan to do is I plan to sort of put them all around the market and then build myself another market. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here and I'm going to build some more burgage plots. I just want to throw maybe one in here. I think that would be good. We'll throw another one in there. We do need another 5, so that's going to be really, really important. What I will do as well is everything hugs the ground, which is fantastic. So I'm going to throw that in there, and I'm hopefully going to get 3 out of this, which I will. And they will be expandable as well, which will be fantastic. And we might actually throw one in. Do we throw one in here, or do we carry that road all the way through? So I do need them to be near the marketplace. So what I might do is I might throw a road through here and continue that road through there. And now we will actually build another burgage plot in here. Plot's too small. Okay, so it's saying that the plot is too small. Okay, let's try that again. Let's see, because we need that marketplace access. Well, as best as we can get on the marketplace access. If we go through here, maybe. There we go. We'll throw another burgage plot in there. You can build small plots that don't give you the opportunity to actually expand and grow anything. See, a goat shed would be good because that'll give us a passive income of hides. So if I have those people doing goats, I've got those people doing vegetables, those people doing chickens. And I'll probably have this household doing vegetables as well, because they're going to help us greatly in regards to having some food income in here. So the building, I love the idea, and I did when I played the demo of Manor Lords. I loved the idea of setting out these burgage plots and stuff like that. It was just absolutely fantastic. What else have we got in here? Well, let's have a look. In our construction area, in our under our residential, We have a burgage plot. We have a well. We have a marketplace. We've got firewood cart and food carts that aren't unlocked yet. We've got a tavern. We've got a wooden church, which is going to be really, really important. And we've got a corpse pit. Now, the corpse pit is for any raiders, because if you're watching this, I'm pretty sure that you completely and utterly understand that there is raiders. There's other factions and stuff. And if I zoom out of the map, you can see the map here. You can see this, whoever this is, which is probably Hildebolt. They've got two territories over here. We've got our one territory over here, and the idea is to go through, take out some brigands and outlaws and stuff, and start claiming territory for your kingdom, I guess. Your kingdom, you could say. So that's sort of long game, and I've got everything set sort of relatively slow. We've got influence up here, which raising our settlement level and all that type of stuff, and we're conquering bandit camps and stuff will help with that. We've got a treasury, which is my personal income, I believe. We've got taxes there. We've got King's Favour. And we also have up here regional wealth, which is sort of more of a town thing. So there is public order in here. You do need to keep everybody happy. We have ox carts. So we've got a hitching post over here, and that hitching post at the moment only has one stable space. And it only has one ox in it at the moment. Now the oxes, it's really important that you do have the oxes, because they actually run timber and logs and stuff across to your building sites, which is pretty cool. So hopefully soon we'll start actually seeing a little bit of an income of meat, and we have got an income of meat. We are starting to sort of lose out on food and things like that, but I didn't want to set up I'm going to throw another family in there so that we can actually get some more meat there as well, which is going to be helpful. I didn't want, we do have seasonal growth and stuff, so it's worth noting that. When you do build these houses, you can see that the houses actually expand as per what you want them to do. So here we've got vegetable gardens, so they'll be growing vegetable gardens in their yard. Here we've got the goats. It probably would have been better for us to. These guys are doing vegetables. They don't have that much space, but they will eventually. Yeah, I just think it's fantastic. It's so dynamic and stuff. So dynamic, and everything's sort of built differently as well. You know, like all of the houses aren't the same, and stuff like that. And that also helps when you can like change up the shape and stuff of your burgage plots, which really leading into the future of your settlement can make for some really interesting layouts and stuff. So, you know, for example, you know, having a big marketplace and having a whole pile of houses in a circle around the outside of the, or a square around the outside of the marketplace, and sort of having those little communities sort of spotted in there. Okay, so we've definitely got, so we're still producing there. I don't have a family in here at the moment. You can see how many families are free by the unassigned button up the top there, and the unassigned button shows you how many families aren't actually assigned to an industry, and they will actually be out working. The next one shows how many families are assigned to the working places. So we're nearly at the point. We've got goods that are stored out here, but they're slowly being moved into our storage. So we've got our storehouse here, which I don't have anybody assigned to, and we've got our granary here, which has nothing inside either. Now, I don't know whether I need to assign workers to this or what. but I'm just sort of working that out. And that's that's the idea. We do a first look today, and then I get stuck into a series, and we really nut out what the best way to go is. People advanced. It shows what this can take, so you can actually allow and disallow certain items to go into these things, which is really, really good. That's going to store yeah, you see, it's going to store firewood and all that type of stuff as well. We probably should have built that over near these houses a little bit more. This one here is going to store all of the food and stuff, but it sounds like somebody was yelling out, "Get your fresh meat." The marketplace here is not supplying. We can still fit 9 different stalls in this small market, which is fantastic. So it's supplying a variety. It has a variety of food there, which is really, really good. And food is one of those things that I think is going to be an absolute and utter top priority. Once we get some more houses in, we probably also need to get some other burgage plots in. And the reason being is that we need to bring more families in. At the moment, shows how many families can actually live here. This here, I think, will house five families, I do believe. Yes, it'll house 5 families. So if you've got houses for everybody and then you have new settlers come in, they will probably live at the workers' camp. Now, the workers' camp was also a really good thing to say, for example, if you have somebody out, there's wild animals over there, somebody out mining iron over here, you could probably have a workers' camp over there. What's this? This is a trade point, cheap goods. Trade, again, is a big thing in this. I haven't started on trade yet. We've got a clay deposit there and we've got a stone deposit there. But at this point in time, I wanted to sort of try and get some food and some of that stuff up and running. So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit and just let some stuff happen. While that's happening, while I speed it up a little bit, I wanted to go into and have a look at farms. So if we go over to here and we go over to farming, you can see we've got fields. We've got a farmhouse used to employ families on the fields, which is a really good thing. We've got pasture. We have a sheep farm. We've got a windmill and a communal oven as well, which uses flour to create bread. So we'll probably create that little industry out here. Now, it's really important to note that depending on what you are planting, so for example, if we're going to plant barley, then this area here is the best place to plant barley. If we were planting flax, there's good flax fertility over here. So it's probably really rye. Rye goes all the way through. You also have an underground water, which you can see I've built that well on. Underground water resources and stuff for building your wells and stuff like that. So emmer fertility, barley fertility. So I think we might build a barley field in here, I reckon. So I'm going to throw a barley field in here. Now, they do suggest probably about 1 Morgan for your first field. So what you probably want to do is go about 0.5 there and then bring that over to there and have yourself 1, or close to 1 Morgan. So if we build that, then what we want to do is we want to set that field up to grow probably wheat, I reckon, so that we can actually start producing flour and stuff like that. The other thing that we will do is a farmhouse, which is going to be built right there. It's going to cost us 3 logs, and I don't think we need anything else at this point, because we're going to have to there's no point in building the windmill and stuff at this point, although we could lay it out if we wanted to, because It will take a little bit of time to build, but we would need the windmill once our wheat has grown and we've brought it in. So hopefully these houses will be done, and then we'll sort of work out where we will set up our next lot of houses. We'll probably throw another one in here. This house here, once it's built, we'll be able to know how well it goes to the market. Now, I don't think the marketplace really has as big an influence as I would actually like, but we sort of can't really do much about that. So we've got another house there, which is going to reduce the amount of families that are actually kind of homeless. Although they're not necessarily homeless because they have somewhere to stay here. So there you go. That's all looking absolutely fantastic. Love the organic way of building and stuff. Love the fact that we can actually wander around our little town. So for example, we can head over to the granary there. We can just see what's going on in town and, see everybody moving around. It looks like that house is nearly built. That house is prime real estate right there. Prime real estate right in front of the market. So hopefully once we start getting more stuff through, we'll get more market, we'll get a lot more market flood and stuff like that to, with the food and stuff coming in from the houses. Now you can't build houses and buildings on too steep a slope, but you can obviously build your fields and stuff like that as well. This is already starting to be built here, and we've got a nice row of houses around there. Now I probably laid a lot of this out in the wrong way. We've got stuff in supplies there, but what I would like to do is I would like to actually remove that at some point in time, to give us the opportunity to build another house in there. And I wouldn't mind seeing if we actually can fit another house in here. Can we actually fit another house? It says that it's too small there. So I don't think we're going to be able to build another one in there at the moment. He's definitely saying that it's too small. Yeah, okay. So we're going to forget about doing that. Maybe we can build one right here, perhaps. Because we do really need to get more houses in. Now, the first stroke that you do obviously is the entrance to the house. So yeah, it's saying that plot is just a little bit too small there. We may be able to go in there and just a little bit too small. Perhaps we could get one in here. There we go. We could get one in there. So we'll throw one in there. And again, I love the organicness of it. We've had a resource stolen by nearby bandits. Where are those bandits? Okay, there's a bandit camp there. So I do now have a, where are they? They're there. They've come in and stolen that. So I can set up a militia. What do we have? We've got, let's see, we've got 20 spears. So I can set up a militia unit, and we could send that militia unit out to attack those guys. So we can set up militia units. Obviously, you probably want to do that in the first case. I mean, we lost 2 eggs there to bandits. I didn't see them come in, which is a bit of a shit, but we do have other houses. So what are we going to do with these? We can expand this living space for 2 timber, and that'll allow 2 families to actually live in there. We don't really have much room on that plot, but we should have people starting to move into those areas and move into these new homes as well. So once you do expand the size of a house, it does need to actually upgrade and build. It would be good to get some more vegetables happening in there as well. What do you guys got going? Nothing. I think we can't have any more. We're kind of stuck, but you can have a house producing. You can have a house producing. Let's see if we go into here. Let's go into a house that doesn't have anything. You can have a house producing bows. You can have a house producing armor. Like you can have an armory workshop, a joiner's workshop, a cobbler's workshop, a tailor's workshop. Somebody making beer for the town. Somebody who's a blacksmith. Now they won't obviously do produce as much as what you would produce if you had a dedicated blacksmith and stuff, but it certainly helps, and I think that probably helps in the beginning of the game as well, which is fantastic, and I think a really good dynamic mechanic that allows you to sort of really, if you like to micromanage, or if you have a few issues on certain things, like a shortage of certain things, you could go in there and, say we had a shortage on food, we could go in there and we could possibly, change that to stop them from doing goats and change it to producing more vegetables, or if we had a shortage of weapons and stuff like that. So we do have a militia. We've got 16. I don't know whether they're good enough at the moment. It says recruits are missing, but we can actually rally these guys, and we could head over and try and take out that bandit camp. Where is that bandit camp? It was these guys here, brigands and outlaws. So we could go over there and we could try and sort of take those guys out. What are those guys? You sort of don't know until you get over there, do you? And having only 16 at the moment is probably, I don't think, enough to go into there. That is nearly finished, to probably take out a brigand camp. So we'll have to see, but we'll have to slowly build those things up. And that's how we build our reputation up as well, and keep our regions secure. So, long-term goal is to take over the entire map, end up having massive wars with other factions, and massive battles. This house is going up, and the houses do, again, they build in stages, as you would expect them to, which looks fantastic. I could just personally sit here and just watch them put a place together. It's fantastic. Our military strength is 8. So we can call on our militia at any time. Obviously, if the village was, if we had somebody coming in to raid the village and stuff, then we could call on our militia and help defend. Construction is finished there. Can we actually have a look at these guys? Can we look at them? Don't know. It doesn't look like it'll allow me to click on them at this point in time. But there's the ox, and there's Erhard. He's leading Hans the ox to probably pick up some more stuff. What have we got? We've got 30 timber. We've got no planks at the moment. We've still got stone. We've got no tools or roof tiles or blocks or anything like that. Food is starting to go up, which is an absolutely fantastic thing. We do have hides for crafting and stuff, so we may need to look into, before winter, starting to set up some sort of clothes, some sort of tailor or something, to start making clothes and stuff out of hides. So marketplace, the food stall has quite a bit of food in it, which is really, really good in the pantry, so that's fantastic. They've got, at the moment, they've got meat and bread and berries. So now we're at this point. I think what we might do is we might actually start considering setting up our windmill and stuff as well. So let's go back into farming. There's our windmill, and our windmill. Where are we going to put our windmill? Oh, it has an efficiency. It looks like the higher up a hill it is, the more efficient it is. That's actually really, really cool. We could probably put it in here, but I was thinking of putting another market in here and building some more houses on both sides of that market. So we could definitely throw it down there, I reckon. Down there, and yeah, I think probably in there is probably going to be a good place for it. And we could build some roads. We could build a road straight through there, which is going to be great. We can continue that road straight through there as well, which is going to help out a lot. Lovely. And we'll probably bring that road around there at some point in time. So we'll put another marketplace in here, I think, and maybe put some more houses and stuff here, and that market will serve those places, which is going to be really, really good. It's still saying that I have 5 homeless, but we have so many homes, so that's showing that there's no food supply, when it's actually right near the market, so it should have. That's showing that it has 2 food supplies. So I'm not sure how it actually works in that sense, because it's saying it's got water access, but it's saying it's got no market, no food supply. I'm guessing that at some point it will. So we probably want to set up a start looking at getting a family in to actually start chopping firewood and getting firewood, and they should fire up they're building a stall here straight away. And that's a firewood stall, which will provide all the houses with firewood, which is a really, really good thing. What are you doing? You're just wandering around with a kind of a shovelly kind of thing. We've got people there. We've got a couple of builders up there that are working away. A couple of families that are builders. So, yeah, so excited about this. I'm so excited about getting stuck into a series, and I'm going to do a really, really big series on it, where we really take our time, really think about what we're doing. The logging camp's still doing pretty well. That's really, really good. We've got Woodcutter's Lodge in there. The Forager's Hut, we've got somebody foraging, which is fantastic. And we've got 2 families hunting at the moment. We could take a family out of that, probably, although our meat's not going super well. But we are eventually going to obviously need to get some more families in here. Let's get a family in here, and they can start actually working, which is fantastic. So beautiful. Harvested in September. Lovely. I'd really like to. I wonder whether I'd take maybe take a family out of this and add them to the farm, so that we can look after our crops and get them into the ground really, really quickly. So if we have 2 families in there, because they are hand planting, so it's a considerably large field. Once this windmill is done, so we need to attract more families, which means we need to build more plots, even more plots. So we still have 5 families in here. I don't know why they're not moving into these homes, because these homes definitely. They're saying it's got food supply there. I don't know why this one's. It does now. It does. And fuel store is up and running, but it has no fuel. Oh, it does have fuel in it now, so everything should update there as well. So maybe a couple of small housing plots across the bottom here might be a good thing. Should we bring a road down? I think we should probably consider bringing a road down here as well before we actually build anything else. And the road building as well is quite organic as well. So let's throw another plot in here. Bring that across to there. Bring it across to there and to there. The plot, it says the plot's too small. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. So that's going to build us another couple of houses, which are also going to help with our income and stuff like that. So can't argue with that, can you? But have a look how beautiful it is. Look how beautiful it is, and you can get right down there. Got screenshot modes. They're building that now. We've only got one building family as well, so that's one of those things. But guys, this is Manor Lords. I've been waiting for this ever since I played the demo. I think it's gonna slot itself in. It has more than 2 million wish lists on Steam. I mean, that's phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, so a lot of people are wanting to play it. It's not far. At the end of this month, it's being released, and you'll have the opportunity to play it then. In the meantime, I'm going to start recording a series and getting a series happening and running on it, so that we can learn the game together. We can you can learn from my mistakes, which there's always a lot, right? Yes, there's always a lot. And we can really enjoy building up a massive settlement. I'm just so excited about it and about doing it. So, but there you go. I could have sped it up a little bit more as we were playing, but at the moment, I really wanted to sort of be able to get into the nitty gritty. You know, just jump down here and we'll have a wander around. Go and see if these people have planted their carrots yet. So the stall is open. That's fantastic. One of the family members, I think, goes in there and does that. People are starting to put their carrots in the ground. It looks like they have started to lay out their plots, but I don't think it's carrots per se. I think it's more vegetables. So they'll probably grow a mix of vegetables. It's just represented by a carrot icon. So yeah, a lot of good stuff. We're probably going to need to get another ox cart, but you do have to check that out. She's grabbing, look at that, she's grabbing water for her home, or for her workplace. I'm guessing for her home. How fantastic is that? She got in there and she actually dropped the bucket down there and stuff. So if you're like me and this really fascinates you, just the ability to watch what's going on, I think the walking around is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to leave this one here, guys. Manor Lords, 2+ million wish lists. It's releasing at the end of this month, and I think it's going to be a real success. Remembering that at the moment it is in the early stages, but yeah, looking very forward to it. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.